some brand new kicks, couple hundred on the jeans. I've been spending all this money, got me feeling like a G. Hand me down gear, just some shit you never seen. Dropping 3 stacks, now I'm so fresh, so clean. See, we never could've dreamed of all the shit me and my team does. Girls see me like, damn, you look good, now you cleaned up. Feeling fresh, got my teeth brushed. I'm a new kid, been waiting to do this. Ain't hating them, but my plate got some steak and it's Ruth Chris. Been feeling like a true pimp, biatch. It's 05, I'm the Steelers, you the Seahawks. The sweet I keep hitting, making me cough. The Jolly Giant, I'm Jack smoking a beanstalk. I get hoes in both shoes, style I won't lose. Welcome to the old school. Now my clothes look cleaner and my kicks look fly. We be buying more reefers, so my crew getting high. Now the girls keep calling and the money keep coming. I be jumping off a bridge, but I'ma hit the ground running.
Yo, man, what's good? How you doing?
Nothing, man. I was just listening to Mac Miller. He gonna blow up soon, for real.
Yo, Jimi Hendrix. Yo, he was the man in the 60s. Real talk, yo. Boy was crazy. Like, he had a song named Castle Made of Sand. Like, the Beatles. Man, music was really good back then. We should definitely find out. Let's find out some things we can know about the 60s or something, you know?
Yeah, man. We definitely do gotta find out more things about the 60s.
Indeed. But look, man, I gotta catch you two later. I have some tigers with you, alright?
Alright.
Alright, man, catch you later. I gotta find out more about the 60s. Hey man, yo, what's up? Yeah, I'm chilling. You know, I'm at school. Yeah. Oh, you in the dorm? Well, look, I got a quick question. You know, it's not gonna take too much of your time. I know you got work to do. Yeah, you know you're the man on campus for information. So, look, me and Egg is trying to find out more about the 60s, actually. You know anybody on campus we can like get the information from, basically. Come on, I know you know somebody. Mr. Kaufman. He still works there? The art teacher from elementary school. Oh, he's in upper school now. Oh, alright. Alright, man, thanks, yo. Alright, really appreciate it. Alright, man. Alright, catch you later. Alright, bye. Hey. I heard me coughing. Hopefully, I got the message. Time to wait for the call. Yo, Egg, yo, Egg. Yo, what's up?
Nah, hold on, but is he there though?
Well, that's what I heard. It's supposed to be. From what I've been told, he was there.
Something's coffee.
Hey there.
Hey, Mr. Kaufman, how you doing, Mr. Kaufman?
All right. Good. How you doing?
Nothing much, you know. I see you moved up to the upper school. You know, I guess it's a new classroom. That's what's up. I remember when you used to teach me art. I was a kid. I used to be a bad kid. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember you were bad. Real bad. Yeah, they moved me up here to teach 7th grade because they, didn't have another art teacher.
Oh, well, cool. Well, me and my friend, we were actually wondering, could you tell us something else about the 60s? Some more things,
Okay, the 60s, you've got 10 years that were as different as night and day from the first 1960 up until 1969 and 70. I was in high school, junior high and high school, the early part of the 60s, graduated in 65. I was really not affected that much by the Cold War. It was something that we knew about, sort of, but not really. The big thing was John F. Kennedy getting elected in 1960, first Catholic president. Being a Catholic was a big deal. I didn't quite understand it, but the big thing for us was the way we dressed and if you could dance. If you couldn't dance, you were nothing. And that's what we lived for. We lived for the dances every week. We had 3 dances a weekend that we went to. And that's all we cared about. In fact, I can tell you right now, when I was a junior in high school is when John F. Kennedy got shot. I remember the day very, very well. But what I wasn't as much, I remember my mother being very upset that he had gotten shot. I couldn't figure out what the big deal was. And what really upset me and my friends was the fact that for 30 days we didn't have a dance to go to because the entire country was in mourning. I understand it a lot better now, but back then, being junior in high school, I didn't. After I graduated high school, by the time I was a senior in high school, the hippie movement was just beginning to start. You started getting some of the, what they considered psychedelic and flower power influences coming in with the music, art, and the way you dressed. I remember going to high school as a senior, which was a very conservative, what we called jive high school back then. And I went one day in a pair of sandals that I had made, a pair of Levi jeans that I had cut the bottoms off of and frayed with a rope belt, and a collarless shirt. And I almost made it through my morning classes until my gym teacher caught me.
What about the draft? Did it affect you in any way?
The draft was something, as I said, you guys really can't appreciate because it was abolished back in the early 1970s. But it was the one thing that most of us feared the most, was not keeping our grades up, getting drafted, getting pulled in. One thing I never wanted to do was go to war, go to fight, and I wasn't real good at taking orders, so I didn't figure I would last very long in the Army anyway. Luckily, I didn't get drafted. I managed to stay in college and keep fairly decent grades. I did have some friends of mine who didn't and ended up getting drafted. And I lost touch with most of them, but my best friend did manage to come back. And actually he ended up with a dishonorable discharge. And that's about it. Luckily, the war ended shortly after in the early 70s, and the draft was abolished.
What about segregation?
Segregation didn't really affect me because I grew up in a town that was totally integrated. I went to school with black boys and girls, and at that time, they were referred to as colored, which really it has a bad connotation now, but at the time, it was just the vernacular. When I did have any interaction with segregation or integration was we moved when I was a junior in high school, and I ended up in an all-white high school. And I just remember one day when I was a junior, we had 3 black girls come and visit the school, and I don't know why they were there, they just came. And immediately the entire school erupted into, oh my God, they're coming here. That was my first real exposure to true prejudice. These kids were brought up by white parents who had fled Chester because of the black influx at that time, and they had fled it just like white people who lived in Philadelphia fled to the suburbs, and they were trying to get away from black people. And so these kids were brought up. I remember having a friend, a girl that I dated very briefly, whose father refused to let her listen to Motown music because he didn't want that black influence on her. Something that I didn't even understand. But we, unlike being in Philadelphia, we really didn't have any riots out where I was. I just remember, since dances were so important to us at that time, going to dances, and I remember black people not being allowed to go to dances.
No matter where life takes me, find me with a smile. Be soon to be happy, don't be laughing like a child. I never thought life would be this sweet. It got me cheesing from cheek to cheek, and I ain't gonna wait for nothing, 'cause that just ain't my style. Life couldn't get better. This will be the best day ever. If it ain't about a dream, then it ain't about me. Go a couple full weeks without a good night's sleep. Imagination, making musical creation. The journey that I'm facing, plus the paper that I'm chasing, got me crazy after saying it with the lames. I see you hating, but there's nothing that you're changing. Thumbs up, I'm maintaining. No complaining when it's raining. I'll be in another zone.